I started applying my Milani eyeshadow primer all over my lid. And then I go in with my H&M Ready Set Glow eye color palette, and I use the neutral kind of taupey shade just to go in my crease as a transition color. And I kind of fan it out just because when you do a liquid liner look, it looks a lot better instead of just kind of rounding out the crease like you normally would. Then I go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Java. I kind of just go on top of where I went with that nice taupe color from H&M just in my crease. Then I go in with Whiskey from my Urban Decay Smoky palette. And I kind of just take it on my outer corner and blend it into my crease and then kind of just wing it out. Then I go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Then after everything, I just blend just so everything is nice and clean and not super sharp. Then I go in with the Password from that same palette and just run it underneath my lower lash line just to kind of smoke it up and give it a little bit more depth and sexy lookingness. Then I actually go with my NYX Baked Blush and I spray a little set spray just to kind of create almost a cream shadow. I'm going to use this to create a sort of cut crease, not too sharp of a cut crease, just a nice soft one just to give you that little blocking of colors. I just pat it onto my lid, just forming my lines as I go, making my cute little Valentine's Day cut crease. Then I just go and put a little bit on my inner corner. Then I go back in with my Whiskey just to kind of soften that line and then just intensify the cut crease kind of look. You can do this as much or as little as you want. I just do a little just to smooth out my line. Then I go in with Dirty Sweet from the same Naked Smoky palette and just kind of pat that on my inner corner just to kind of brighten it up. And from the same palette, I'm going in with 13 and just applying it underneath my brow bone just for a pop of matte highlight. Now for the main event, the liner. I actually really like e.l.f.'s liquid liner. I really like liquid liners with a brush just because I feel like they're easier to manipulate than some of the pens and things like that, and they don't dry out as fast. I make my wings pretty big. You don't need to do this. Just make them as small or as big as you want. As you can see, I kind of draw my line out just to map out where I'm going with my liner and then kind of just drag it back and fill it in as I go. I feel like this is the easiest way to maneuver any kind of liquid liner and get it to look A1. Then I lightly dust my MAC Pink Swoon blush just on the apples of my cheeks. I wanted to do something a little more pink than I usually do just because it's for V-Day, you know. Gotta look fresh and cute. Then I go over it with a little bit of bronzer just to blend it in. Then for my highlight, I actually use the shade High from my Naked Smoky palette. It's kind of like a light pink, super shimmery shadow. Makes great for a highlight. I kind of brought it a little bit more into my cheek just to give me an extra little pop of glow. I just really wanted to accentuate the kind of fresh, angelic kind of look just for the occasion. Now on to the lips. I am lining with my NYX lip liner in Peekaboo Neutral and then kind of bringing that liner into my entire lip just to kind of act as a primer and just to make everything look a little bit more faded and smooth and nice. Then I go with my pink Nouveau lipstick from MAC, and I'm kind of just starting that in the center of my lips and then blending it outward just to give kind of that faded ombre effect, which just kind of adds a little bit of dimension, a little bit of interest to your lip. Then on top of that, I just add my NYX Pump It Up gloss in Pamela, just kind of a sheer nude to make your lips look a little kissable and glossy and wonderful. Then of course, just to set it all off, you gotta add some lashes. I use the Ardell 105s. I pretty much use them with every single one of my looks just because I feel like they're super versatile and nice and fluffy and long. Then I'm just going in with some of Maybelline Falsies mascara just to blend them together. And a little dark brown liner. I'm using the NYX one in dark brown. And that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this look, and I hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day, whatever you may be doing. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have any questions, just put them in the comments down below. Thanks, y'all. Stay woke.